Okay, there we go. Connection is good. Connection is good. Okay, testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, sorry guys. I think we're having a little bit of connection problem here. Okay, that's okay. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We had a little connection problem, so it'll be a second. Okay, now lately I've been doing. Technically, I've been into 3 things at once lately, which is kind of creating me to go crazy. So I have a little thing. I have a little bit of a problem. I've been doing Digimon, trying to get the series done because I hate the series. Beastars in the book, and Hazbin Hotel. But before I do talk about anything, I like to say thanks to Blue Raven for reaching 25 subscribers. Now, 25K. Now, this is kind of weird, okay? Within a week of 25K, she's almost at 26K. Right now, she's at 29. She's at 25.9K subscribers right now. We are like at what, like 155, 160 or something like that. I'm not really sure. I lost track. Last account to 160 because it's like stock goes up, it goes down. I'm between around 160, 170, but just that many, which I don't really mind it. I just do it for fun anyways. Now, I've been reading off on the Beastars books. I've been reading book 3 now. I'm actually just finished chapter 23. Now I just finished chapter 23 a few minutes ago. Now we're on the chapter 23 is going to start going to Black Market. I'm actually where Legacy right now be tied up by our girlfriend Goai. I think I pronounced the name right. Goai? Golden or something? Golden? I don't know, the panda. In the book, he passes out. In the book, he gets stabbed with a spear. In the book, he passes out and he wakes him up. I have not read the chapter yet because I'm waiting to read it because I am a person that likes to do stuff like that. Well, I mean, I watched the series like 4 or 5 times now. Watched it once, then recorded it on VHS with some pretty nice toys that Ben from our archives told me to use. Which what it is, I'm not going to say due to a personal reason. And I looked up some laws online, found out that actually what I'm doing is actually legal. Recording stuff off tape is legal. Recording stuff off TV onto tape is legal. It's been legal since the 1980s. Now, someone say, Ty, you're breaking the law. You can't copy stuff off of your TV anymore. It's against the law. Well, technically, according to a FCC law back in the 1980s or 90s, and thanks to Ben from Art Archives, who explained this law, I have did nothing wrong. So I have recorded the series Beastars and have watched Hazbin Hotel like at least 10 times on YouTube, which, no, I don't have more tapes left, so I cannot record it. The thing is, though, I've been doing Hazbin Hotel, Beastars, and Digimon all at the same time, which doing this channel and doing other stuff on this channel has screwed me up. The thing is, though, I like doing this because it's fun, okay? I mean, I gotta get back and finish up Digimon. I gotta eventually do a video on. Eventually, I need to do a video with Blue Raven because I actually got something that I think she needs to help me with. Because if she understands what I'm saying, because I did some sneaking, looking at some stuff that I need to look at, like how this one thing that Alistair could have got, but according to my knowledge, it would be impossible to get to this place. Also, there was snow in a certain year this guy could have lived in, but we don't know what day he died in. We just know what year he died in. So that kind of narrows it down. And some other things like that, like how Mr. Hazbin has like this or that, But someone's saying, Bob, this person dresses like crap. One person said, Blue Raven doesn't know how to dress properly. Is here. Sir Panchis and Alistair, yeah, they dressed up like that because back in the late 1800s, early 19 until the 1940s, or I say 50s, everyone dressed up in a suit. All the dudes dressed in suits. I mean, the only modern person that's there, besides Blue Raven, is Vaggie, who died in 2014. She's the only person that's actually not wearing a suit. She's wearing something you would wear today. And I was also thinking, remember Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb's also wearing a dress. So technically, Cherry Bomb. Okay, now Cherry Bomb and Vaggie, okay, are technically the only 2 people in the Hazbin Hotel series that are dressed actually modern, because everyone else is dressed up in suits. I know what to say. Well, Nifty doesn't count. Nifty died in the 50s, and Nifty wears a poodle skirt probably from the movie Grease. Grease, the movie. Back in the 50s, everyone knew dresses were popular in the 50s. Actually, dresses were popular until practically the 70s, 80s, actually. I'm not really good with certain clothes in history, But all right, dresses were popular until the mid '80s. I don't know. Let me go to my book here. I got a book on history. You see, look at this big old book of history. Oh, Daddy. Here's this big old book of history. Let me check the big old book of history here, shall I? Make sure I'm correct. Now, I know what you're saying. What about Haru from Beastars 2013? Well, technically, most Japanese girls still have to wear dresses in school. I know it's weird, but most schools in Asia have to wear dresses still. I'm not trying to be dirty or nothing, but here we go. You'll see here. Yep. Yeah, here we go. Suits until the 50s and 60s. James Dean. Yeah, according to this book here. Yep, I was right. 50s, 60s is where we start seeing the leather. I mean, it's real popular in the 70s, like I know. But according to this here, men's wear changed in the 60s with leather. Now let's check the women's wear, shall we? Yes, I was right. Wow, the dresses have got shorter. Wow. Okay. The proper dress came out the proper dress that I would actually, dresses stayed around until the 70s. Until the 1970s, 60s area. PVC boots. Isn't PVC, I don't know, pipe? So from 1920s to the 1970s, 1900, 1910s, dresses are too fluffy, and I wouldn't be able to wear one. And I know a woman wouldn't be able to wear that. Especially in this state, with Michigan I live in, it would get too much snow and it'd be all dirty within 5 minutes. But from 1920s to now, the dresses, the first short came out in 1927. Correction. The first short dress came out. The first short dress came out in 1927, up to the knee, which is what we see today. The only people I know wear little people I know wear dresses longer than that are the Amish. No offense to the Amish. And according to this, that's what it says here in this book here. Now, this book is a little outdated, but still makes sense. From 1920s to now is when the shorts got a little shorter, and from 1920 to 1920 knee, from to the 1970s, dress wears like that. I mean, I say late 70s, early 80s, late 70s, 1970s is when dresses started becoming obsolete. So, yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, same thing with men. Same thing with men. Around the 60s is when men's clothes turned to modern clothes, actually, according to this. The 1960s is when clothes turned to modern clothes. I mean, late Princess Diana. But yeah, so it's about Hazbin Hotel right now, kind of. This book talks a little bit about this. Kind of helps me out with Hazbin Hotel a little bit. I'm more into the cars and stuff, but yeah, thank you though. I try keeping, my history a little bit nice. So yeah, technically, Vaggie and Blue Raven are actually wearing modern clothes. I mean, so the modern era for women's clothes was actually the 1980s and stuff. But so yeah, we're not gonna put Digimon right now. Digimon has its own series. It's on a different part of the channel. Digimon, we're not talking about. I talked enough about Digimon right now. Especially, I don't want to talk about this series. This series is a private series. I don't like that much. Of all the series of Digimon is dark. Now, if I had to watch a series of Hazbin Hotel or Digimon, I'd watch the Hazbin Hotel because season 3 of Digimon is just off. It's just off real bad. And also, season 3 is where they screw you up because from season 1 and 2, you think, okay, this and this one thing and this one thing. But in season 3, they screw it up because I'm not going to say too much because I'm not there yet. But 2 things that one person says, and they also screw it up because season 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and 7 all have one thing in common. Okay? It's just that season 3 has screwed everything up. You just leave it at that. And I'm not trying to be, sexist or anything, or try to be weird or something. It's just that that's a different subject for a different time on Digimon. Now, Beastar. Now, we're just doing Hazbin Hotel today and Beastars. Some more about Hazbin Hotel. Now, question. Aleister died in 1933 due to rabies, technically. What hurricanes were around in 1933? Or question. Well, I was thinking, what if Aleister was around in 2005? Around his age he was when he died. He was in the U.S. Now, we'll even talk about in a future video about how the Spanish flu in the late teens and this CV crap we're having right now. What did Aleister do? We do know that she said he pulled up a lawn chair and laugh his ass off. Well, technically, I do believe that. Aleister would laugh his ass off. But what if Aleister was around in 2005, alive and living? Would Aleister still even have his house, or would his house be gone because of Hurricane Katrina? Now, Hurricane Katrina, I remember Hurricane Katrina perfectly. I was in school when it happened. I remember Hurricane Katrina perfectly. But that's the question, is it? What would happen to Aleister's house during Hurricane Katrina? That's the question. Because I do remember Hurricane Katrina happening when I was in 3rd grade, or was it 4th grade? Hurricane Katrina, I remember was happening in 4th grade. I was still in 4th grade at this date. I was still in school when Hurricane Katrina hit in 4th grade. Because we had school. It's just confusing. My head hurts. Yes, sir. I want to start Hurricane Katrina hit in 2005, but I was at Stark School from 2004 to 2005. How would that make no sense? It must have been a hurricane. Doesn't really matter. But the other question, though, Aleister. Where would Aleister fit in that area? In that gray area of Hurricane Katrina? Where would Aleister fit in the area? Would his house still be standing, or would his house be gone because of Hurricane Katrina? That's a good question. I'm thinking, because I think here. Well, people say, well, one person, I'm not going to say who, one person named Blue, another person said, you're full of it. All of this, all of that. I actually looked it up. Another YouTuber, I watched this other YouTuber, and this person was stupid. The person saying, Aleister never seen snow in his life. Aleister never, some people say, Aleister moved around the U.S. I'm thinking, according to my knowledge, Aleister, I don't think ever left Louisiana, the state of Louisiana. And if he never left the state of Louisiana, he could have seen snow before he died. That's what day Aleister died in, because according to my knowledge, there was actually snow in Shreveport, Louisiana, back in 1933. Now, I know it's kind of a gray area there, but still, Hazbin Hotel is a pretty good show. I recently saw the comic strip of how it's supposed to started, kind of like Death Race, how Death Race 1 started this way, then Death Race 2 started, how the race actually started. Kind of like the same thing. But that's a good question, though, right? How did Aleister, according to what we found, I don't read the fandom or something. I listen to a person that actually makes more sense than the fandom does. I tried reading the fandom. The fandom gave me a big headache, a bad headache, because I couldn't think of anything they were saying. It made no sense to me. So I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna let someone else do the work for me and agree or disagree with them. Which technically I do that. I never actually made a Hazbin Hotel video, so maybe reacting to it. But that's a good question, though, right? Now, according to what I think it is, that Vaggie, Nifty, and Charlie are all what, around the age of 20? But I'm thinking here, listen to me. You saw what, if you ever seen Hazbin Hotel, you know that nothing will happen to Charlie. Technically, nothing bad will happen to Charlie because of one reason. Because of two reasons. Because of a special reason. She has 2 bodyguards, technically. But now don't start, I don't care if you're like saying you're full of it, you're full of this. I really don't give a care. Practically, I think she has 2 bodyguards. I think she got Vaggie, who's, so far up her, what. I'm not going to say what. And then we got Aleister, which I don't want to piss off Aleister anytime soon. But you're thinking, well, that doesn't count. Well, think of it though. Aleister would not let him have anything. Besides, if anything did happen to Charlie, Aleister knows that he'd get his ass kicked. Or Aleister would be dead because since Charlie's father is Lucifer, You know that technically, like me, I know some things for a reason. You don't piss off if you hurt someone that's high in power. You're gonna lose something you don't want to lose. I mean, I do know this is for a fact because a person told me, and the thing is working on. If you touch someone that you don't, if you hurt someone that you shouldn't be hurting, you'll be dead within 24 hours. A long time ago, a person on a video on YouTube said about. I said, "What if we do something to Kim Jong Un or something like that?" They said, "If you even attempt to hurt Kim Jong Un, you know what's going to happen, right? The whole entire Korean army will be." I said, "What? The whole entire Korean army is going to whip your ass." I'm thinking, you tell me North Korea? I think the head of Korea, whoever's head of Korea, will send you to death. I'm thinking, one, I'll be out of Korea by the time they do that. And this was maybe a year ago. We talked about this, maybe over a year ago, back in 2018. 2018, we talked about this, and we both agreed off camera. I did this with his channel, not my channel, and we did agree, yeah, this would happen. But the thing is, though, something that happened today. I mean, but still, I know I don't like talk. I'm not just about politics, but think it though. If you try kidnapping the president's son, Barron Trump, you'll be dead like that. You'll be dead instantly. Donald Trump will actually call the U.S. Army. Will call, who knows? Maybe the seven circles of hell on you. I'm telling you, if you get Barron Trump, you'll have the whole damn government on your ass. even some people that we don't, even our friends across the sea, across the Pacific, even our friends across the Pacific Ocean will be involved. I mean, actually, I think Trump would literally call the KGB on your ass if it's even possible. I think you're gonna have the KGB on your ass. You're gonna have Interpol on you. Heck, you're gonna have Ursula Sally looking for your ass because you killed the president's son. You're gonna go to jail. Then you'll be fucking dead in 5 seconds flat. Actually, you'll be going to Gitmo. I'm telling you right now, they take you straight to Gitmo. Gitmo or Trump will put you in front, or the president will put you in front of Trump, or the president will put you in front of a firing squad. I think Trump will do put you in front of a firing squad, or give you the chair personally. He'll literally put you in a chair and literally put the switch on your ass. So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's pretty much what it happened if you tried. I mean, I know that will never happen because one, I'm not that stupid to do that. And if you're stupid, you must be high on some shit. Do that. Thing is, though, no one can touch Charlie. You even try to touch Charlie, you're gonna be blink dead. You'll be dead within 7 seconds flat. I mean, I know some people who would, I mean, back then, I actually had a contact of mine who worked for a place, I can't say what, that they were thinking about getting rid of Obama. I mean, no offense, but I actually know some people, I have some friends of mine who are part of a thing I can't really say because I don't want to get them in trouble. They're part of a sort of a club that wanted to impeach. I mean, they're saying that they thought they were going to impeach Obama. They said, well, if we didn't impeach, they're saying, well, if it was like Monopoly and an impeach card, I would have it right now and shove and give it to President Trump. Who do you prefer? I prefer Obama, that weak jerk. And I'm thinking, okay. But that's not about politics. Like I said, if you try touching Trump or touching anyone of Trump's offspring, you'll be getting your ass kicked. Like I think, though, no one can touch Charlie because Charlie is practically, royal power. You can touch royal blood. It's impossible to touch royal blood. Royal blood. Yeah. It's in the hamper. This is right. It's in the hamper. It's in the hampers. Like I said, you cannot touch Charlie. You'll be getting your ass kicked in 5 seconds flat. Besides, the person hurt the most in the first episode of Hazard Hotel. Now, the person I think got hurt the most in Hazbin Hotel in the first episode is not Sir. I mean, you gotta think here. Who do you think got hurt the most in Hazbin Hotel? Sir Panchus, yeah. But who else got hurt too? Nifty got hurt pretty bad too. Got a door slashed in her face. But think of it though. Charlie can. I mean, technically, Alistair can't touch her because if Alistair did, he would get his, daddy up on top. Daddy could get you, man. I'm just telling you right now, you don't want Mr. Charlie's. You know what I mean? You don't want to shit you. I don't want to shit. I don't even know. I'm just jabbering about crap. No one cares about. But think of it though. Again, there's Charlie. Charlie will make sure. I mean, Charlie is so protected. Yeah, I think here Charlie has 2 protectors technically, so she's safe. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Like I said, guys, Charlie's protected. Oh. What the heck is that? That's not Carl. Carl's from. That does not look like Carl. Bye-bye! I haven't seen Wacko in years. Wacko, Mars Life. Hello, Marvin Martian. Ooh, Brock Sampson. Oh, Silk. The Silk is coming here. Mr. Mikey, never heard of him. Oh, that's old. Okay, so yeah. I'm busy on Digimon, Hazbin Hotel, and Beastars! So, thanks for watching, and I will do another video on something else in a future date. And we will finish up Digimon, the series, Season 3, soon. Tamers. But right now, we'll be back on in a little bit to have some more fun. So, see you guys in a bit.
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. The rules and I had the ground scuttling. It makes sense not to